Hello and welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial I'll be taking you over how to make a shipping container in Blender. So that said, let's get started. Alright, so we just add a plane, go in edit mode, rotate that 90 along the X. I'll going to make this container game ready, so it's going to be low poly, but right now I'm going to make the high poly. So make the high poly, then I'll make the AO and the normal map off it, hopefully, and that should work. Alright, so we'll select these, and we're going, we're going to add, let me redo that part again. Alright, so I'll rotate that 90 along the X, and if we add 3 loop cuts, that's all we need for now. And we're going to select these 2 parts, and we're going to extrude them inwards a little bit, like so, and now maybe a little bit more, about there. And now we're going to go down here into visual origins, and we're going to scale that along the X, so it brings them in a bit, like so. And now if we go on to edge select mode, making sure that these parts are selected as well, so we just select them here, like so. We'll give that a little bit of a bevel, and if you, oh god, oh, let me do that again. Alright, do a bit of a bevel, alright, but there, I'm holding down shift as well, so it isn't going to go from one extreme to the other, so I can fine tune it. And if you hold the mouse wheel up, it will add more loops, more edge loops around there, so do that to where you feel comfortable. You don't want to make it too over, you don't want to kill your PC with putting too much in, but you want enough in there to give it a nice look like this. And what we're going to do now is we're going to add a loop cut here and a loop cut here. We're going to delete these parts here and here, so get rid of all of that. And now go and hit B, select, okay, go in wireframe mode because it's not letting me select it, so select that in wireframe mode and delete faces. Okay, now we're just left with this, and what we will do is add a array modifier, and now as you can kind of see, that's going to be our shipping container. So it looking like the parts in a little bit too far and obviously way too wide, so we go into edit mode and we scale this along the X to just bring that in, like so. I'll say about there, and now going to set this thing back to default, this one here. So we select both of these, looking a bit wide in the middle as well, so to scale that in, like so. About there, I'm happy with that. And now if we scale this along the Y a little bit, about there, I'm a lot more happier with that. No, I'm not, to be honest. So to scale that along the Y, so a bit more. Like so, maybe a little bit more, about there. Okay, so I'm happy with that. So what we're going to do now is bump that up a little bit. I would say about, that's how big a shipping container would be. So go in edit mode, select this and just move that over about here. Yeah, actually, I'll do that. Hit 7.5 on the numpad, and I'm going to hit Shift Tab to turn on snapping, and it's on grid already, so just snap that down there, like so, and Shift Tab to get out of snapping mode. And now we're going to add a mirror modifier, and don't want it along the X, we want it along the Y. And got both our sides here, and I'm going to hit Shift D in object mode and 0 so it isn't going anywhere, and I'm going to turn the count down about there, and we don't want the mirror modifier anymore on that one, so we're going to rotate this along the 90 along the Y. Oh, Z. Okay, minus 90 along the Z, like so. And now what I'm going to do is Shift Tab, go back into snapping mode, and we're going to do vertex. So bring that down to that vertex, and we'll bring it up to that vertex as well. And okay, I just have to bring that up to this one here. We're going to snap to it. There we go, like so. Okay. Right, so I'm going to have to bring this in a little bit. Oh, Shift Tab to get out of snap mode. Bring that in a little bit like that. Okay, then that is now lined up a lot better. Okay, and I'm going to hit Shift D, duplicate this again, R90 along the X, and now we've got this. Okay, now we're going to go into edit mode, select everything, turn on snapping. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the mirror modifier and rotate this 180 along the X, so this is up on the top now, like so. And Shift Tab, go back into snapping mode, and we'll just snap that on top here, like so. And we're going to scale that in. Going to Wireframe Mode, so we're going to scale it in along here. Okay, let me get that from that angle. Right. So let's snap it to there. Okay, yeah, actually, I'm going to have to snap it to there. Go to Wireframe Mode, select this side as well, see, and just snap to there. Okay, we got a little bit overlapping, but that's going to be alright for now. Okay, so now what we're going to do is add a cube. Shift Tab, get rid of snapping mode for now. Edit this cube, add a loop cut along here, and we delete that face and that one. And what we are going to do now is add a mirror modifier, like so. We don't want it along the X, we want it along the Y, and clamping we want on. I'm going to select this face. Now I'm going to hit Shift Tab, go back into snapping mode, bring that down there, and I'm going to bring this one down over here, like so. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go into object mode, apply that, and we want to delete this seam down the middle. We can do dissolve edge, or we can just go down the bottom here. Either one does exactly the same thing. So we're going to select all of that and go into face mode and hit I, and oh no, double tap I. So and we just bring it in about there, and hold down Alt and E, and we want this here, vertex normals, and we just bring that in like so. Control Z, hang on. Oh. Alt E, vertex. And bring that in. We don't want it to do that, but we want it about there. Okay, that can be right. And now go and select all this and hit S and Y. Scale that in a little bit. Now go and bring that out about here. And the same for that side. Scale this in along the X. Snapping on, turn that off. So SX, just bring that in ever so slightly. Same thing for the top. So select that and hit S and Z. And bring that in ever so slightly, like so. Okay. We're going to just select this and just scale up a little bit. About there. Now we already got ourselves a nice shipping container. And what about this part here? Okay, for this part here, we've got some doors, so we will delete. We'll just delete this part here and select that part and holding down Control and Shift and delete that. Right. Okay. Now we're going to select from here to here and hit F to fill. And what I'm going to do is duplicate this and hit Control I to invert. Oh, undo that. Go back into face mode, Control I, delete all that stuff, and now go back to our other cube and we just delete that face there, and now we go back to this one here. So now we should have just a single face over here. And what I can see by looks of things is there's going to be 2 loop cuts to have a bit of, well, you have a little bit down here and you have a little bit of something up here, and I'll show you what I'm going on about. So we can actually just bevel this to get a nice equal loop cut, and I'll say about there I'm happy with, and we just add another loop cut and we just bevel that like so. And we select that and bevel that out. Like, hang on, actually, I want to bring these down a little bit in. So we just bring them in a bit more, about there, and we just select all of these and just hit Control B and just move them up. Like so. Okay. Now we're going to just add a loop cut there and delete one side, like so. Add a mirror modifier, turn off X, and we want to turn on Y, and clipping. Right. And what we're going to do now is pretty much, oh yeah, we're going to have another loop cut probably over here, like so, and we will select all this up, and we just actually we might want to bring this down a bit more actually. Yeah, we just bring that down about there. Okay, so we just select all of this here, just extrude that inwards like so. Probably a bit too far, but about there, I'd say actually. Right, now what we're going to do is select them parts and that part there, and we just extrude that in Hang on, give me a sec. So, I'm going to have to add another loop cut about here. And we're going to just bring these in now. To bring them in, like so. And about there, I'll say it's good enough. And we're going to go down here, select the individual origins. Scale that along the Z, so to bring them in. And now we'll just set this back to default, and we're going to edge select, and we just select these edges like so. And now if we hit Control and B, and we just bevel these out a little bit, and using the mouse wheel again, we just add a multiple of loop selections along there. Okay, and we got a edge cut along here as well. And we just extrude this outward a little bit, like so, and just bevel this a little bit. Now, if we select all of this and we just hit S and X, just scale that in a little bit, you know, so it's not sticking out too far. Okay. Now again, hit Shift Tab, go back into snapping again, and we just snap that back there. Okay, and we probably have a loop cut all the way down here, but that isn't going to work. So, to get around that, what I'm going to do is just select all of these along here, turn off clipping, and Shift Tab to turn off snapping again, and to bring that in a tad about here, about there. And now if we hit clamping again and hit E, and now we just move that over like so. And pretty much where the door is, from about here to here, we just select that, and we just hit E and just bring that in like so, you know, to give it a little bit more detail of, okay, wait a sec, there's a door there, type of thing. Alright, now hopefully we can, we probably can't, yeah, there we can, yeah we can. Alright, we just select that, Control B to bevel that out a little bit, like so. Okay, and yeah, now for the other part. So what we're going to do is go into object mode, add a cylinder. Oh, sorry, let me delete that. Add a cylinder. Don't want end guns, throw triangles over end guns any day. 32. I'll put that about. Yeah, okay, 60. 60 will do. And we'll just bring this over. And just get. Okay, we just scale that down. And just keep scaling it down. That there. Oh, I'm happy with. Go into edit mode. Scale that up along the Z. Reach over the door. That there. Right. And we're going to have two of these, but I'll just do the whole thing first. So just bring this in here, like so. Okay, still looks a bit too wide, so select that and scale that down a bit more. Scale that up along that side. Go into wireframe mode. Okay, just checking. So you can wireframe mode there. About there. About that's alright. Alright. So now what we're going to do is select this and add a loop cut here. There, hit full stop on the keyboard. Zoom us in. 3, 5, yep. Okay. Now what we're going to do is just Control B, add a loop cut like this. Oh, one way of adding loop cuts anyway. And bring that out like so. Okay, now we come out of that. Go and hit 1 on the keypad and go into wireframe mode. And make sure we're in face mode and holding the middle mouse wheel button down, and we're going to deselect that like so. Okay, now I'm going to hit Alt E and do vertex normals, see how this comes out. Okay, I'm happy with that. And what we're going to do now is select both of these. And just extrude them down into here. And then extrude that out a little bit more, like so. And now we select these two parts. Alt E and just extrude them out. Like so. And then we're going to do the same thing down here in a second. Just checking if that's alright. Okay. So, add a loop cut here to bring that down a tad a bit more. And full stop on the keyboard. Right. And Control B, bevel that out. About there. 1 on the keyboard. Said, and select face mode up and hit 5 as well. And deselect that. Give me a sec. Again, picking through. So okay. Now we're going to hit Alt E and just extrude this out. Do exactly the same thing we did a second ago. Like so. But this one is a little bit different. Actually, let me undo that. Sorry, I got that wrong. It'll be, I'm going to deselect this stuff over here. About up to there, I'll say. And so we've got that part there selected. And if we just extrude, if we just hit E and just extrude that out, like so, and extrude that out again, and back there, and I'm going to hit S, Y, Z. Okay, and now going to edge mode, select these, oh no, just select by that time X, Y, Z, and exactly the same thing, X, Y, Z, 0. So yeah, I've got to mention 0. My bad. Right. And we just select this part back here, extrude this out like so, and extrude it out some more. Where they're going to move. We're going to hit that. We're going to select that and double hit G and just slide this along a little bit. And we're going to deselect these parts. Alt E and extrude them out like so. And now we're going to edge mode and select these parts here, like so. Control B. I'll say about there, but to ramp that up a little bit more, like so. Okay. Select the whole thing. I think it's out way too far now actually. 1 and 5. Bring that in about there. And deselect everything. Go into wireframe mode and select all this parts here. And this part here, I'm going to bring them out a little bit. And deselect that and wireframe mode and select this up here again and just move this out a bit more. About there, so. Right. Now, exactly the same thing with this part is just select that part here and this part there, Control B, and just bevel that up a bit more. And hit X and Z to scale that in a little bit. Now, if we do, we'll put a array on that, and we want it to go along the Y by 1, and turn it off. Maybe we'll just move that up a little bit more, about there. And now what we're going to do is to move modifier, turn up X and turn on Y. So exactly the same on the other side, like so. And now you've got this part up here to do. So okay, we're going to just add a how can we do this? Okay, we just add a cube. Yeah. Alright. So we just go into edit mode, add a cube. That's way too big, and scale that all the way down. Actually undo that. Get rid of that. Go up edit mode. So okay. Make the cube a separate object of itself, and then we'll just scale that down like so. And we'll just bring this up about here. Scale that down a bit more. About there. Right. And we'll just bring that in about here. Go in edit mode. Add the loop cut, Control B, and we'll just bring that out about there. We extrude these out. Like so, select the whole thing to bring that back a little bit more. And now what we're going to do is select this part and this part. X and Z, and scale that down. Select everything, Control B, Control B, yeah, Control B, there we go, and just bevel that up a little bit, like so. 5 and Z, 7, 3 and 5, sorry. Go into wireframe mode, edit mode, yeah, we're in edit mode, hang on, are we in, no, okay, now we're in edit mode, and we just select all these, move them out to about there, the same for the other side, move them out about there, and let's see how this is looking. Okay, a lot better. Now we'll get back over to here. We're going to select that, bring up, and you're going to want to select this vertex here as well, and bring them down about here, and again go into face mode, hit E, and rotate along the Y 45, do that minus, pull that out, okay, yeah, and now just extrude that out a bit more, rotate 45, minus Y again, and just bring that down like that. Okay, and to soften things up a little bit, select both of these, Control B, and just bevel them up a little bit. Make sure you don't get weird artifacts while showing. I can still see a little bit in there. Control B. Okay, like so. And we're going to now add this to a mirror modifier. Actually, we'll add that to array. Put that to 0. Put this to 1. And keep moving that up to this one over here. Yeah, so 1.5. And let me be that subtle, are we? Okay, well, that can't be right. Add a mirror modifier. Turn off X, turn on Y. Okay, that isn't working. I want. Okay. Okay, so we do another array. And we want it along the Z. So set that to 0 and set that to 5. Okay, minus 50. Let's see how that is. Okay, so then minus 40, maybe 30. Try 30. Okay, 35 then. 32. Okay, and we just subtly just increase that up a little bit more. Alright, about there. Okay, that's cool. Now what we're going to do is exactly the same. Yep, down here. So we're going to select this, and we're going to select the vertex again. Just making sure I've got everything selected up there. To bring this up, go into face mode, E0, rotate 45 along the Y. Okay, and just extrude that down a bit more, rotate 45 along the Y. And we just bring that in, and we're going to bevel these up again. select something and hit full stop if you're having a hard time selecting that, and it'll zoom you in like so. Select all of that, and I'm going to add a smooth to that, and maybe an edge split modifier. That sorts some of the shading issues out. Okay, now back to here, and we probably can, is it that one? Yeah, okay, we're going to remove this one here so it isn't duplicating over there, and we're going to select this, and we're going to remove edge split modifier for now, and we can also remove all the arrays and anything else attached to it. And for these cubes, I'm going to apply my array and select this and hit Control J. That should join them together, and we put these in another array. We want it going along the Y by 1. Let's go down a bit. Maybe tweak that up a little bit more. About there. Add a mirror modifier, if I can find it. Turn off X and turn on Y, and now we've got exactly the same. You can see some really nasty shading issues. That's alright. We can just add a edge split modifier and get rid of that. And select everything and just make sure we've got smooth shading as well on the other parts. Okay. So I'm happy with that. So for now, what I will do is everything what got a modifier on it, I'm going to actually first thing first, I'm going to hit D. I'm going to select everything, Shift D, duplicate it. So I've got a copy here, just in case I break something over here, and I'm going to hit H to hide that. And if you want to unhide it, Alt H to bring it back. So put that over there. So now I'm going to go through and apply my modifiers, like so. That's applying the modifiers on the one with the eyeball lit up. Or even better yet, actually, if I hit Alt H, hit M, and just move that to another layer. And yep, okay. And we're going to bring that back later. So yeah, we're going to go through and apply all modifiers. I know there's a shortcut key, but I can't remember it, so I'm not going to be worrying about that. So that's everything. One thing we are going to want to do is just pull that off. So when we make our low poly version of this and we bake it, you know, you're going to line up. We're not going to have some awful shading problems. But other than that, that's okay. So we select everything and Control J. Select everything. Control J should join everything, but it didn't. No match data to join. Okay, hang on. If I go over to this layer. Okay. So just hit hide H on there as well to stop making confuse. Alright. So yeah, it did join all that into one object. And if we have a look, we got n-gons and all that stuff. So we got like 174 n-gons. I hate n-gons, but for now it's alright. We'll just turn them to triangles a bit later. So select everything, and what we're going to do is give it a smooth shading, and it looks awful like that. So we do give that another edge split modifier, and that should make it look a lot nicer. And we'll apply that. Give me a second, I need to get some water. Alright, thank you. Okay, so what we're going to do now is pretty much make everything what we made, but don't freak out. We are going to make it a lot low poly, and it's not going to take us much time. So first thing first is we'd make a cube. That's pretty much what a shipping container is, and we're going to pretty much go into edit mode and select the face here, shift tab, make sure we're in vertex snapping, and we just snap that to that vertex and bring this up, snap that there, and actually it would be a lot faster if we well, it probably won't be a lot faster, but here's another way to do it. Is if we just add a loop cut, delete them faces, we just only had to snap half of it, and we just apply a modifier for the other half and add clamping. Alright, and we just go around and snap all this up together. No, we didn't have to do the other side, so that breaks that workflow down. So yeah, now we just apply that and we get rid of our seam, but that didn't work. Control Z, no, go into object mode and Control Z. There we go. Go back into edit mode. The problem was our seam isn't connected in the middle. So, okay, now it is, and we can just remove that. And now we've got what we need. So what we're going to do here is go into edit mode, we're going to face mode, select everything, set from that part. Go into wireframe mode. Okay, so I've got to do the bottom anyway. The bottom going to be plain anyway, I guess. I've never looked underneath the shipping container, and I'm not sure what is under there, so I guess it would be flat. So yeah, that'll be okay for me. Okay, so come out of that, and yeah, we don't want this side selected, so make sure that it's unselected, like so. And we hit 1, 5, and we hit Z, go into wireframe mode, and can I see it over here better? Yeah, right. There's like a line going all the way along here. I believe that's what we're aiming for. So double hit I, and we just bring that into about there, like so. And double hit I, and it'll bring it in actually a bit further. It's alright for now. And oh, actually, to save polys, we could deselect the bottom because it's going to be flat in it. So yeah, deselect the bottom, double hit I, and to bring that in a bit further from that point there. Right. And what we're going to do now is select this face, and do that. Actually, we want to go to face select snapping. So we snap to the faces, back there, and we can bring that in about there. Oh, okay. I've forgot one thing, sorry about that. Alright. We need to select all these faces and hit Alt E and just extrude them inwards. Like so. So now we do go around, snap the face here, snap the face to this one, and yeah, like so. Okay. Going to wireframe mode here a second, see what's going on. Yeah, that can be all normal. So yeah, being in the same, what do you call it, thingy mode, that's probably not helpful. Making sure you're in object edit mode with this, right? We're going to add a cylinder for this spot here, and what we're going to do, yeah, we're going to add a cylinder, and don't want end guns, triangle faces are better. We don't want 60, we can, yeah, it can be low poly, make it 12. And we're going to drag this over to here. Okay. Shift tab, turn off snapping to bring that over a bit more. And scale that all the way down. 3, 5, and we just move it over, like so. And that's pretty cool. Alright, now we just scale that down and make it a little bit bigger, I believe. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe it had to be a bit smaller, I can't remember. But one of them, I'll just make it a bit bigger, a tad bigger. And I'm going to hit X and just scale that up. Do about here. Yeah. 1, 5, and we're just going to bring that in. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Not going to work, is it? Yeah, we just bring that in. Go into wireframe mode. Make sure we're overlapping. Right. So that's like this, and down here I'm going to select all of that, go into wireframe mode and select that part there as well. Go face mode, come out of wireframe mode, hit E, enter, rotate 45 along Y, enter, I think that's right, yep, and then we just going to bring this out a bit. Hang on, actually we're going to have to bring this down a bit more. Yeah, bring that down about here. Rotate 45 along the Y. And to bring that up a little bit about there. And we'll just extrude that in. And rotate along the 45 and just along there. Just bring that up about there. Okay. I'm happy with that. And we'll do exactly the same for the top. So just bring this up. Oh, go to wireframe mode. Make sure we select that vertex as well. Go in face mode, and we'll just bring that up about here. Hit E, bring that up a little bit. And rotate 45 Y minus for this one. And bring that down about there. And we'll just extrude that out. Rotate 45 Y minus. And we'll just bring that down as well and just bring that in there. Select everything up. Select one face here and go and hold down Control and plus. And they're going to keep selecting of faces a bit more. I'm going to bring that out a little bit. And then I'm going to check everything and see, is it lining up alright, because we're having some problems up top. Yep, that's okay. And now I'm going to select this and hide that for a second. Oh no, my bad, I don't just select the low poly. There we go. Go into wireframe mode, select that over there and select this vertex right here and delete vertex, and it gets rid of them faces. We don't need them. And same thing for the bottom. So select one of these down here, full stop on numpad. It zooms us all the way down here, so get rid of that, like so. Okay, so that's pretty much that. And now what we're going to do is okay, yeah, we can do that. Right. Add a loop cut. I'll do that actually. Add a loop cut if I can. Oh. Yeah, to put that back. Where is it? To put that back where it came from. I wasn't planning on moving that. Bring that up here, like so. Control B and just bring that up. Bring that down a little bit. About there. I'm happy with. Hit 1 and 5. Said. 7. Go and deselect these ones. Hopefully that's alright. Hit E, Alt into E, and just extrude that out. Like so. Select this face and this face here, and just scale that in about here, and bring that in as well. And we can delete that face there, and we can select these and Alt E and just extrude them out like so. And for this part over here, yeah, for this part I am going to add a cube. So yep, going to add a cube. 3, 5, actually 7. Bring that over here. Scale that all the way down. Full stop. 5. Come out like that. And 3. Bring that over here. Can't really see them handles with the shade and what's going on. So just go wireframe mode and we're going to scale them down like so. Come out of that. Okay, that's a tad bigger, so that's alright. To bring that in. Yeah, we're going to just bring that all the way back here. Right. And we can delete that face, what hidden in there now. Oh, yeah, here we can. And we're going to bring this up to here. Select that part bring that down. Bring that back about here, extrude that out to here. And then we have to bring this over. And just scale that down, like so, and extrude that out. And we have to bring this down, like so. I'm going to bring that out, bring that out a bit more, extrude that up, and extrude that down. Actually, select both of them at the same time, Alt E, and just extrude them out about there. Do it again. Just scale it on the Y. Okay. And Alt E, and do the same thing again. Yes, Y. About there. Okay. So I'm happy with that. Right. Okay, why in the, oh, there we go. Alright. Now we've got the other stuff to do as well. Technically, what we could do, I'm feeling a bit lazy and can't bother to keep repeating it. Go and delete the rest of these. If you want them not to share the same texture on the material of it, then just repeat exactly the same thing what I did, but I don't want to take longer than I need to be. What I'll do is just, I'm going to do one, but the material is going to look the same on all of them. What I'm going to do is just multiply it over and then add it into array later again. So yeah, and select the low poly, again that looking hang on, just want to make sure this face is snapped properly. It does. Click on a little bit. Yeah, okay, I'm going to bring that out a tad. Oh, wrong direction. Bring that out a little bit, but not too much. Alright. I think that will cause other problems otherwise. But yeah. What are you playing at? I didn't. To bring that out a little bit there. No flickering. A little bit flicking up here. Right. Just bring it out like so. Same thing for the back. Like so. Okay. Yeah, it's all going on. Oh well. Alright. I did my best. Okay, so now what we're going to do is unwrap everything we've got. So I'm going to take the laserman approach and do auto unwrap. So go over to UV, go in edit mode, hit U and smart UV project. And we're going to put this to 0.5. That's given a merging between the UV spaces, so you know the texture won't overlap. If you I'll show you what I mean. As you can see, there's like a little gap between them. It stops the texture bleeding in and overgrowing into other parts of the UV. So, okay, do new, Yep, power of 2, 1024 is good for me. Right, now I'm going here, I think Control A, Control P, and keep hitting that and saying, okay, no, that's the best we're going to get for unwrap. That's the kind of, I don't know, sometimes save more UV space, but yeah, that's alright for now. Okay. And as far as oh, yeah, I forgot to add these parts. Okay, so I'm going to unwrap it again a bit, so I'll keep that window there for now. That's my low poly. It says my low. There we go. Alright. Okay, now we're going to just add a cube and just do that part. Alright. Add a cube. Bring this over. And we'll just scale that all the way down. Keep scaling down. About there. I'm happy with. Oh, take them out of that. And find your object. Okay. We're going to move this over here. Scale that along the Y. Back there. Two loop cuts. Let's go along the Y. Like so. Don't know why, but this one is a bit further over. Okay, yeah, I do know why. Let's select, oh my god. Select that, hold down Control and Shift, nope. Oh please no, tell me I'm not in the high poly mode again. Okay, I was in high poly mode again. Delete that. Right, now I'm in low poly. Bring this thing over. Right, so I made another cube. Sorry about this. I was hoping I could texture it and all that stuff today, but that might have to be it for a later date tutorial. Let me just bring that over here. Line that up. About there. The loop cut there, Control B. I'm happy with that. Select this and this. Extrude out past there and scale it down. That there. Okay. That's looking alright. Select all of that. What we just made. And Shift D. 0 enter. And bring that all the way down here. And place it on top of this one as well. Okay. Save polygon, we can just remove them. They're not going to be needed there. And same thing for the top part. Let me delete that. Okay. Now we can unwrap it again. And so to bring this window back over, U and then 0.5 and do OK. Okay, cool. Now, the nice part, what I want to do. Alright, so we've got to select our high poly, and then Shift Tab and select our low poly. So I believe that's what we need to do. I don't know if this makes any difference, but I'm turning that up, and it's no idea if that works or not. We need to have this selected, and I'm going to bake out AO first, so we'll bake that. Okay, cool. And now what we're going to do is find our low poly, so deselect that. Okay, we've got a low poly. Select all the UVs and hit plus down here. Now I'm making a new texture, and now we're going to bake out the normal map. So select our high poly, then my low poly. Yeah, okay, that's our high poly. Alright, a low poly and normal. We'll just set that to normal instead of AO, and we'll bake that out. And now what we can do is, where's the high poly? There we go. Just call this HP for high poly. And this one could be low poly. I noticed it's better off baking it out in X normal. You get a lot more of a better of a normal map and AO, especially if you bake out using your CPU instead of your GPU, because you can up the listen, and it personally I think it looks better, but that can be a long process for some people. So yeah, we're going to compare them now. Okay. What we can do is select this. We don't need this window anymore. Actually, we might need it. So we're going to do new material, and over here on the texture panel, we're going to add a new texture. And instead of open, we go over to this picture icon. We're going to select our AO, and we also want our normal map. So we add new material and do the same thing. Okay, so let's go into material mode and everything black. Am I in edit mode yet? I don't want to be in edit mode. Alright, and I'm going to add a point light. And yeah, okay, that's what we got. Alright, let's add this light here. Okay, and you can see our normal map on that. So we're going to go select all this, and we're going to move over to our AO, as personally I think the AO looks a little bit better from the normal map as a default texture. Okay, that isn't working. Oh, okay, yeah. Under texture, we don't want color on a normal map. We want it to be a normal map here, and it don't look that nice. You know, you can't really. You can kind of see it a bit, and it just looks nasty. So we're going to be going up here and tick that. And now if we, you know, you can actually see the ridges. So where's this light? Delete. Oh, I'm going to delete this light if I can get it. There we go. Right, now we'll add a point light over here. And as long as you know, normal maps are affected by light, so as long as you've got a good light in eyes, you can actually do pretty good with normal maps. So it is. Okay, so our low poly shipping container. Okay, yeah, we've got some problems going on up here. What we probably should have done, it's my bad, I shouldn't have told you to make it smaller. All you did needed to do was snap this part up to here on faces and pretty much do the whole thing along this edge loop. I'm going to select right along here, but that includes all the parts what we extruded. So here, the front panel looking alright, I think. I didn't actually get it extruded, but yeah, on the top here, that side, and over here. So yeah, that's how you make a basic container in Blender. So what's the poly count on this? It's about 245, but then we'll be doing this as well, so give me a second. So we select all of that, bring that in, .15, and just bring it in there. What we're going to do is duplicate that container, Shift D, Control I, to select that and delete faces. Okay, now we just left with our thingamajiggy here, and what we're going to do is add that to array, set this to 0, and set this to 1, I believe, and we moved it up a little bit more, didn't we? About there. And then we added a mirror modifier, turn up X and turn on Y, and now if we go back over here and we delete that one, and we select, go back in object mode and select both of these, Control J, they disappear. Wow, why is that? Oh yeah, you have to apply your modifiers. So select both there, come on. Okay, Control J. Okay, so now it's one object, but these are overlapping UVs. So let's go over to UV layer and show you what I'm talking about. Alright, select everything. Okay, so here's the UVs. We probably could have tidied up a bit more personally by making these parts bigger, even though you technically shouldn't, and then just putting these ones inside them. Maybe we would be able to save some more space, and same thing for this door, but yeah, it doesn't matter. So we select that, Control plus, select all of that, right? And now we're going to select this and Control plus. You don't see anything else being selected, because if I move these, right, now select the ones over here, they're actually in the same spot. So this, if it would let me undo that. Right, thank God. Right, cool. So yeah, they share in the same UV area. So yeah. So that's how you make a basic shipping container in Blender. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you liked it. If you've got any questions, leave comments below. So yeah, hopefully I'll be making another one on texture and stuff, and I'll definitely probably just fix this up in just on my own and stuff. you know, like where textures here and stuff. So I already told you how to go about it, but yeah. So thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, give thumbs up and subscribe. And if you've got any comments, just leave them below. So yeah, till later. Catch you all later.